Sci-fi and fantasy authors, I think you got a little greedy, you moved a bit too fast, and now you have to slow down in order to catch up. Here you have the King of Wands. He's the ultimate entrepreneur. He will take risks at no cost. He doesn't care what the outcome is. Here you have the Judgment card, which is actually a lesson learned. With the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it seems like you are in an uncomfortable space, an uncomfortable situation, uncomfortable surroundings. With the Page of Wands in reverse, it seems like there's messages that are being sent to you for your passion and your creativity, but they're being blocked or delayed. I have a feeling it's because of the next card. You got the Devil. The Devil is like an addiction that we have, maybe making some wrong decisions, impulses, indulging in something we probably shouldn't be indulging in, which probably led to your Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is about conflict. There are winners and losers. With that conflict, you're now left alone. You don't have anyone to bounce ideas off of. Because you have no one to bounce ideas off of, you seem to not be able to lead and be a good leader anymore. There's nobody to lead. Usually I kind of see this card as actually people coming at you, but this one felt like more like rising to the occasion, but because it's reversed, there's no one to rise to the occasion with. I think the tarot is advising you to be the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight. There is a lot of power behind him, but before he makes a move, he crosses all of his T's and dots all of his I's. So he slows things way, way, way down. And he has a plan 1, a plan 2, a plan 3, all the way down to like plan 100 before he makes a move. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands in reverse. The Six of Wands is about recognition. It seems like no one's recognizing you for your efforts. You probably might have been shut out of the project now or shut out by a group of people, probably not feeling very recognized for what you've been doing and what you've been writing for. Again, going through all these cards with the King of Wands, with the Devil, with Judgment, with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, with the Five of Swords, it just kind of feels like you made some decisions that were rushed. And you have now learned that lesson not to do that going forward into the next cycle. But you need to go into the next cycle very, very slow. The numbers you probably want to pay attention to are 4, 20, 9, 1, 15, 5, 2, 7, 2, and 6. If you add all those numbers up, you get 71, and 7 plus 1 equals 8, which is the Strength card in the Major Arcana. The Strength card is about understanding our strengths, our weaknesses, making friends with our anxieties, knowing our shadow selves, what we can and cannot do. Also, there's some deep desires that we probably want to understand and express in the appropriate times. Just understanding ourselves in a deeper sense than what we've ever known. Elementally wise, we have earth, air, fire, and water. Fire is your hottest element. It's your biggest one. There was a lot of fire in all of these situations that are going on here with whatever happened. There was a lot of passion. There was a lot of creativity. There was a lot of creative energy. I'm going to advise you in your next section going forward, when you're being the Knight of Pentacles, I'm going to advise you to cool off that fire. This next part is probably going to be a little bit more geared toward your own personal aspects, because it seems it's a lot, and I'm not sure who it's being guided toward. When I first was looking at this, it felt like you needed to make an apology to a group of people so that you can go forward with them, creating something new. But it doesn't seem that big because you only got 2 Major Arcana cards. It's just not that big of I don't want to say it's not that big of a deal, but it's not as big as I thought it was when I first looked at the cards. In order to move forward slowly into your next cycle, I'm going to advise you, depending upon who you are, pay attention to your air or your water signs. That would be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Maybe you need to do both. I don't know. But those are a lot of signs and a lot of aspects. When I thought you were supposed to be making an apology, it just felt like you had a lot of change to make in order to bring people back onto your team. You know, you've got these 2 cards here that like you're being left alone. There's no one there to guide or anything or to help you along with your project. So I originally kind of thought you needed to make an apology, which was going to be all 6 of those signs. But now that I'm seeing, I feel like you've learned your lesson with the Judgment card. I do kind of feel like it's turning more into, depending upon what signs work best for you or what your astrological sign is or what your weakest part is. Air is going to be your thoughts and communication, which is the swords, and water is going to be your cups, which is the emotions. So You need to just slow down and figure that out, and also use the number 8 as strength to figure out where to more about yourself to know where to go next. Colors you probably want to pay attention to are cream orange, light blue, and purple. This is the light blue and the cream orange, and that seat cushion is the purple. I do pull 3 extra cards for you. You've got peach. Storm is in reverse, which kind of makes sense because it seems like the storm has passed, and maybe it's also on the inside, but you also going forward need to use your Knight of Pentacles and go slower. Don't rush into this. Don't rush. It's okay. Everything's going to be okay. This is a prompt. There is a hot piece of gossip going around, and your protagonist desperately wants to know more. How does information spread in your world? Where would your characters turn to get the scoop? So hello, I'm Chris, and my expertise helps screenwriters and authors complete 3 to 8 projects in less than a year using tarot cards. I believe that when writers use the images of tarot cards, they can get more immersed into their story, creating such a rich world that by the time the world reaches the reader's hands, the readers just won't be able to stop turning pages. If you would like to discover more about how tarot cards can help your writing process or develop more deeply a tarot practice or your writing practice in general, I'm going to give you 2 options. The first option is that if you go to the link in my profile, there is a button that's going to take you to a free 15-minute exercise where I'm going to guide you how to write a story using 3 tarot cards with your intuition. Your second option is I would like to invite you into the Flow Your Mojo community. Flow Your Mojo is a writing community on my website, and they all use tarot cards to write their stories. In that community, I provide 2 writing prompts a week. The first writing prompt is more of a collective and what energies you should be paying attention to around your project, around your life, and how you can use those energies in order to move your project forward. The second writing prompt I'm providing at the moment is prompts with Save the Cat. For those of you who don't know what Save the Cat is, it's basically a story outline structure very similar to their hero's journey, but it's very different. What I did is I took the Save the Cat beat sheet and created my own tarot spread. So every week I'm providing a prompt via that tarot spread. And by the time you finish the spread, you'll have a complete story. Whether that's going to be a brand new story or a story that you have already looked into and you're just not sure what to do with, and you just found if you have now a structure to adapt it to. Either one, I would be happy to help you with your story and further you along on your writing journey. If you've made it this far in the video, I'd like to thank you for your time. Please like, subscribe, follow, and share, and I will see you in the next one.